Hello and welcome. Today we are discussing this elephant in the room. It does become an elephant in the room, hasn't it? The situation with Yamaha, the R1, the iconic R1. What is happening with the R1? For most of 2024, it has been a speculation and we haven't been able to really understand what's going on till actually Yamaha dropped the bomb saying that the R1 will be discontinued. And that was for certain for Europe. So more speculation happened trying to understand if there will be an R1 for 2025 in the rest of the world or more specifically in the United States. Now in October, Yamaha declared an R1 made available for the streets in the United States and R1 made available for Europe for the track. Now this all seems to be pointing in a certain direction. If we look at how it happened with the R6, the R6, at least for America, was declared done. Just 1 year, we got an off-road or a track-only version that were in limited numbers. I think there was 75 or 90 odd in America. Besides the point, the R6 is done and dusted. It's history now, despite being an amazing motorcycle. Now the R1 is really, really iconic. What's happening with the R1? Does anybody have a clue? It has been declared by Yamaha that it will be available in Europe in 2 variants, but track only. But for United States, we did get a regular street version of the R1. Will we get it beyond 2025? Again, it will be speculation. Why does a manufacturer stop producing an iconic motorcycle, a motorcycle that has sold in the tens and tens of thousands across the planet? But suddenly today we are in a situation when Yamaha publicly announces that they will stop manufacturing the R1. Primary reason cited so far has been that the Yamaha R1 cannot meet the stringent Euro 5 plus emission norms. Agreed. But then there are so many other 1000cc bikes which are still out there. You have the Gixxer 1000, you have the CBR 1000RR, you have the BMW S1000RR, you have the ZX10R from Kawasaki. All these 1000cc bikes are still out there. What's so wrong with Yamaha that they could not redesign an engine to meet the Euro 5 emission norms? Okay, the way I see it, and it's purely my opinion, is pure economics. Let me give you a little bit of context. Context is in the numbers. I'll just give you a couple of examples, okay? In the early 2000s, when the R1 actually just came out and started really selling well, just in England alone in the early 2000s, the R1 was selling north of 10,000 motorcycles a year. Today, in 2022, in United States, which we are all aware is significantly bigger than the UK, has sold less than 1,000 motorcycles. And in the United States, there are 900 Yamaha dealerships. That makes it just a little more than 1 bike per dealership. That is not economically viable. You cannot sell in a country like the United States just 1,000 motorcycles, say that everything is fine and it's making money. No, it doesn't work like that. The one and only reason why a manufacturer would want to stop manufacturing a motorcycle is because it does not sell. Regardless of its history, regardless of its iconic stature, regardless of all these things, the primary reason is economics. The bike doesn't sell, so period. It's another story that the dealership where I work, we sell a good number of Yamaha R1s every year, but that's not the case across all dealerships in the United States. So what are we looking at now? We are looking at a 2025 R1 that is still being produced for the United States with some significant upgrades. Now, that's again a little funny because the upgrades that came to the new 2025 R1, new so to say, because the engine is the same, but there are some major upgrades. You have new KYB suspension. I believe it's independent function forks. You have a new Brembo brakes with the Stylum calipers, and you have the winglets. So there is definitely some amount of money that has been put in because winglets, okay, it's a fashion, I understand, but I'm pretty sure that Yamaha did not put those winglets just for fashion. I'm pretty sure they have aerodynamic data to be able to put those winglets in the way they have been put. So where are we going with this? Will there be a 2026 R1? The way I see it, no. There wouldn't be a 2026 R1. This will be the last year that the R1 will be produced, and there will be no more R1s after this. Probably one more year of track-only R1s, not street legal. There's this rumor that's going on. Probably it's not a rumor, maybe it's true, but it is doing the rounds that Yamaha is planning to bring in a V4 for the MotoGP bikes. And people are saying that that particular configuration will come onto the R1, the regular street R1, at a later date. But that takes a lot of time. Even if, let's say, we have the V4 engine in the R1 in 2025, I am not sure about that, but that does not mean that in 2026 we'll be seeing that in a street version. I don't believe so. So let's wait and see what happens after 2025, because I have this feeling that 2025 could be the last year of the R1s, and after that they'll discontinue, but maybe they'll start maybe a few years later, go back to a new refreshed R1. I don't know. As of now, in that segment, we have the R9 that has just been released. I haven't seen that. I haven't seen the new R1 either. But at the dealership where I work, we have started taking deposits for the 2025 R1. People have been asking about it. It has become a subject of interest, given the fact that it is an iconic motorcycle. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Let's see what you have to say. If you have got any more information than I do, I'd love to have this discussion with you. Leave me a comment and I'll be replying to your comments. And I'll be seeing you in the next one. Until then, ride safe.
Insane acceleration.